Hey guys, it's me, Mike. I have a question. I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to get ready to move ahead with the layout again. Um, you know, things cost money. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how it's been performing. I've been running it almost every day, and it's been performing really well. In fact, as I run it more and get more practice with it, I'm getting lesser and lesser derailments, and doing better with my train handling. The one thing about this layout is it's not perfectly level, so it's actually kind of fun to run the trains. I just pulled the other day, we did our collection, pulled this big 13 car train out, and that was real fun. Had to hook up 2 locomotives. I know what kind of transformer system. I'm gonna go with the NCE power cab. With that being said, I'm gonna continue using the Bachmann Easy Track because it's been working really well, and I don't have hardly any connectivity issues or any electrical problems, anything like that. So I'm gonna put in the loop next. You can see it's gonna be double tracked. Right there is where it's gonna start and go around. I actually propped up this corner. It was sagging, and now it's not sagging so much anymore. I propped it up, and the double track's gonna go all the way around, and then it's gonna come into where all those cars are. Is gonna be a little sorting yard, and like a little support yard for all the industries. And then I'm gonna build a bridge, and the bridge is gonna span that. I'm a little confused though. If someone can help me out, that would be great. So the reason I want a DCC system, a digital command control system, is so I can run one train going one way, another train going the other way, and then run the local, switching the industries at the same time. I don't know that I really have that much room to run, 2 trains on each section of track. I don't know if that'll work, especially because some of these trains are a little bit longer. But with that being said, I'm a little confused. I'm looking at buying locomotives, and Bachmann has DCC on board. So I think that means that everything is all done. So, it's got the DCC system already in it. Because I think, which one is it? I have one over here. Well, I'll show you that later. But I think this locomotive right here, you take it off. Yeah, so DCC on board. So I think that means that guy can do DCC. Same with the other one. That little switcher down there is not, and this one is not. I would have to have encoders installed in those and send them away and have the people do it however that works. I'm not really hip on any of this. So my question is, there's DCC equipped, DCC on board, and then there's like plug and play, or is that what equipped is? DCC equipped means all you have to do is buy the encoder board and plug it in. Is that what that means? It didn't come with it from the factory, but it's ready for that. Because I'm looking at buying locomotives, and not all of them are going to end up being Bachmann because they don't make everything that I want. So it's going to be a mix of Walthers and Proto 2000 and Bachmann and all that kind of thing. The problem is Bachmann, to my knowledge, never released a Wisconsin Central SD45. And I want a Wisconsin Central SD45. But Bachmann, I don't think, made one. Also, when you get up into the SD60s and the SD70s and the GEU boats, like a UB40-8, those from the 80s, those, they were kind of goofy looking. Not the wide cab, but the standard cab GEs. But I don't know of one that Bachmann made. So now I'm getting into Atlas and Athearn, which is cool, but when I look on eBay, a lot of the stuff is not quite clear to me on what's DCC equipped and what isn't. And then Atlas, I have one Atlas locomotive, and I'll run it for you guys to see what you think. It does horrible on this layout. The Athearn and the Bachmann stuff does fine, but the Atlas locomotive that I have does horrible on this layout. It picks every switch. It runs smooth, but it picks every single switch. It derails. It is horrible on this layout. I've never had so much trouble with one. These Bachmann locomotives run fine. These Athearns run fine. I have one Proto 2000 that I have to try, but I don't really expect that to be a problem. But the one Atlas locomotive I have, I can't run the thing. It just does terrible. Well, I want to get a Conrail General Electric 1980s era GE UB40-8, but Atlas was the ones who made them in that kind of standard cab, because I have a book from Conrail Volume 2 from 1982, I think, to 1990. And those trains were the 4,000 horsepower locomotives that they used on the intermodal trains in that era. And I want one of those or two of them for the railroad, as long as I can get them in different road numbers. And I'm just afraid that if I get an Atlas locomotive and it doesn't work, then, I'm not going to like that very much. So that's my hesitation with Atlas. But if you guys could tell me what the difference is in the DCCing, so when I buy stuff, if it says, DCC equipped or DCC ready or DCC on board, what all that means, that would really be helpful. We'll take it from there. So, all right, well, that's my video for the night. Oh, by the way, we got, I finally found one on eBay. I bought it today. It was only $19 too. Athearn made a version of the Conrail refrigerator car, and it's awesome, and I bought it, and I'm excited to get it. And actually, Walthers has one too. I actually have the Walthers car right here, which I really like. And then the rest of these are Bachmann. Notice how the road numbers are all the same, because Bachmann, Mountain Trains, Atlas, and Walthers all had a Conrail refrigerator car. But the problem was they only released one car and one road number. Well, that doesn't do me any good. I need more of that. I need if they had 4 or 5 road numbers. So the only thing down here that kind of stinks is, because of the way I model, I have a lot of cars that have the same road number. If you're just looking at my layout to rail fan it, you wouldn't notice that, but I notice it, so it's hard for me to do my switching layout sometimes because everything has the same road number. But, what can I do? The story behind the railroad has that's how it is. But yeah, anyhow, those questions about DCC would be most helpful. And we'll take it from there. All right, see you guys later. Bye.